As for the debate over gun control, that's still on the minds of many people who rallied in Luzerne County today. Newswatch 16's Chase Sr. live on Public Square with more on that. Chase.
Good evening, Jim. A large group of people gathered here on Public Square earlier this afternoon to voice their opinions on gun control. Many are calling for stricter gun laws and more assistance for the mentally ill. Signs were held high and faces were stern here on Public Square during the Enough is Enough rally. The grassroots organization Action Together organized the event in Wilkes-Barre following the latest mass shooting. The massacre in Parkland, Florida has once again put gun control at the center of public debate.
We're so very tired of hearing the constant excuses from those who would do nothing to solve this crisis.
Olanda Carter lost her son Tyzeek to gun violence in September of 2014. She's calling for stricter gun laws.
I want my kids to go to school safely. I want them to grow up safely. I want them to be able to go to large public events safely, play in the playgrounds. There's just too many innocent lives taken, young and old.
Martha Hart has been close to being a victim of gun violence at the hands of someone with mental health issues. Hart believes any solution to gun violence also includes treatment for people with mental illnesses.
There's too many of the mental illness people that are thrown to the wolves. They don't have any help. They live on the street. They don't have anything. He was a Vietnam veteran, for crying out loud. Where was his help?
And among those who spoke in front of this large crowd in Wilkes-Barre was a high school student who felt the need to represent the youth because she can relate to the victims in Parkland, Florida.
Young people do need representation. A lot of times we're mistaken to be uneducated or ignorant or stubborn, and I don't believe that's true. And I believe that I should be out here to speak for the rest of the youth and speak with the people who I know agree with me and are scared, and I think we need to be heard.
And in light of this latest mass shooting, organizers of the rally today are calling for immediate action from Congress to keep kids safe here in the United States. Chase Sr., Newswatch 16, reporting live in Wilkes-Barre tonight.
All right, Chase, thank you.
Well, and today, dozens of people also gathering here in Wilkes-Barre on gun violence, trying to make a change. Fox 56's Jade Jarvis spoke with some advocates and survivors. She is now live in the news center, what they are asking for. Jade?
Good evening, Ryan. All of the speakers at the Enough is Enough rally today come from different backgrounds, different generations, and some have different ideas, but they all have one goal in mind, and that's to put a stop to gun violence.
I am a mother that's tired, and I stand here today to tell you I'm going to do something. I need you to help me do something.
Olanda Carter is a mother and a warrior. Her son Tyzeek was gunned down behind an apartment complex in Wilkes-Barre in September of 2014. Today she addressed dozens on Public Square, sharing her personal story and asking them to use their voices and vote to make a difference in current gun laws, condemning lawmakers that receive funding from the NRA.
We need to stop the gun laws that allow you to purchase a gun at a gun show without doing a background check. We need to ban assault rifles. We need to end the senseless killing of our children. They're our future, and we have to protect them now.
Action Together NEPA, a grassroots activist organization, organized today's rally aimed to address gun violence. It comes on the heels of the Parkland, Florida school shooting last week, which left 17 people dead. Organizers say they were inspired by the rallies held by students and activists there and started making calls, putting the whole thing together in about 48 hours. One of their calls making its way to the Wilkes-Barre Police Department. Commander Ron Foy says it all starts at home with a strong family foundation.
People have now become more worried about themselves in a group and keeping away from everything else. But we have to change that to watch everybody. It doesn't just involve the gun control, it involves everything.
Another call went to Chloe Poorman, a junior at Wyoming Valley West High School. She says being a student herself, the Parkland shooting really hits home.
How can we be children if we're afraid to go to our school because we don't know if we're going to get shot dead that day? My generation is the generation that has been scarred from school gun violence the most, and we will be voting sooner than politicians may be ready for.
Since the shooting in Florida, students and parents in that school district have already suffered a scare of their own after a photo of someone holding 2 toy guns with the caption, "WVW's next," made the rounds on social media. Swoyersville police have already made an arrest in that case. Chloe thinks it was a joke made in poor taste, especially when dealing with such a serious topic.
I've had so many of my friends who go to school with me tell me that they're scared to go to school. I recently went to a concert too, and we were all thinking to ourselves, what if something could happen here? You know, like everybody's scared. It's not just me.
On March 24th, students around the country plan to join the March for Our Lives in Washington, D.C., demanding Congress take action on gun control. Reporting live tonight in the News Center, Jay Jarvis, Fox 56 News, first at 10.